funny because a lot of people, when they hear about Davos, this is actually what they imagine. They imagine the mountains, they imagine the fog, they imagine, we got skiers in the background. They haven't seen what we experienced, which was sunshine. I thought it was busier, and you being a first timer, novice, me being a wildly experienced second-year veteran, it was different. The streets were busier, the energy was higher. Maybe it was all the excitement about, what we think is going to be several years of growth ahead. Maybe people just like seeing the sun. Hey everyone, welcome to Davos. Daniel Newman here, back again, and joined, by the way, first time, brought my bestie with me, Patrick Moorhead.
I know I have given this event, World Economic Forum, a lot of grief prior, but I have to tell you, when it comes to the combination of meeting with senior leaders in tech, with governments and finance, this is the best event for that. And we're all in one place. We are literally on one street. Chuck, thanks for coming on the show.
Great to be here.
No, it is.
This weather's terrible too, huh?
No, they tell me it's always like this.
It's always like this. It's an incredible place. You can actually spend a lot of time talking to companies about next generation technologies, what's going on, the geopolitical dynamics that are happening around the world. It's just a great convening, a lot of great people to spend time with. It's highly efficient.
It creates a level of energy when you have so many people across the world coming together to discuss both business as well as the social impact item.
You and I get used to coming to tech events and the focus is products.
That's right.
What are we launching? Here, that's not why these CEOs are here. You're seeing the CEOs engaging with these countries, with these leaders, with these sort of policymakers, pundits. It was all about how does the world absorb this AI movement?
The 6.5 is on the road with a view from Davos.
Thank you for having me, and welcome to Davos, an amazing place and an interesting time.
Happy to see both of you, my friend here.
Talking tech, you're empowering women. I don't know if I'm going to do your whole speech for you, but welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here. It's my favorite thing to do.
I appreciate that. Thank you. You probably say that to all the folks.
Ransomware attacks on the rise, 90% increase. You can probably imagine what the cause of that is.
Sure.
It's startling.
Wait, we're supposed to say AI?
You are.
Okay, hold on.
You missed your cue.
AI is top of the agenda for all governments. They have to control the destiny with this amazing technology.
And we had, for example, the Prime Minister of Belgium, the Finance Minister of Germany, the AI Minister of France. It was a good, conversation, as you saw, about the importance of Europe to understand the need for innovation and how they're going to reshape, their policies.
I felt like it was more affirmation. Of course, they want less regulation, particularly across doing commerce cross-border.
Yeah, I think that was really the tone was set with our rooftop conversation with Chief Commercial Officer at IBM, Rob Thomas.
The thing I'm the most hopeful on as you look out the next 4 years is less regulation. We want to be able to create growth, create jobs, do M&A, and I think the incoming administration gives us a lot of opportunity to do that. So really excited about that. Growth solves every problem.
Well, clearly there are going to be changes, different view of climate and business, and hopefully it'll be positive. One thing we're going to see is greater government efficiency, but a big change obviously coming.
There's not a single government or business who doesn't agree that doing more with less energy is a good thing.
And to hear the CEOs finally sort of acknowledge it, and it was like a safe space.
What I like to say, and this might sound a little bit controversial, but it's a little bit like feeding vegetables.
It's fun for the camera.
Feeding vegetables to your children. We need to sort of cover up the decarbonization technologies with some returns and future-proofing these legacy industries. I think those industries are ready now, and what I hope is the younger generations are going to embed those new technologies.
AI is going to demand more and more energy, and I think a lot of the forecasts that we're reading of how much energy we'll need over the next 10, 12 years are too low. I could see the demand doubling over the next 12 years. Most of it's going to come from the traditional sources, oil and gas and even coal. The only answer ultimately for humanity is fusion, because fusion produces no greenhouse gases and will be a real breakthrough. But how far off it is, and is it going to be available on a huge scale, that remains to be seen, but AI may help us solve that problem.
All of the customers are saying, especially in the IT departments, they're like, I have got to deliver all this innovation, but I also have to think about the long-term sustainability of both cost and energy compute. So how do I think about managing that? And so we're able to kind of bring all that metadata together as well and give those recommendations around how do you think about where those workloads go? How do you think about fulfilling this demand?
So what we did that's very different than GPUs have a lot of external memory. And they will do part of the problem, bring stuff in from memory, and then do part of the problem and bring stuff in from memory. It's very slow, very energy intensive. So we use about a third of the energy versus a GPU, because what we do is we'll take hundreds or thousands of our chips, lay the problem out completely in those chips, so we don't touch any external memory. And it's like an assembly line, we'll just go through that very quickly. So we take advantage of that double exponential, and we're the first to do this.
There's only two types of companies in the world. Ones that are going to be AI forward, what I like to call is people that know how to take advantage of AI really well. They have high dexterity with AI, and others that are going to struggle for relevance. And so the great ones, I think they want to move fast, but they're being held back because of safety and security in AI. So that's an area that we have really doubled down on at Cisco.
Our report said that 67% of organizations said yes, AI will have the biggest impact to my security posture, but only about 30% are doing anything about it. And that's where it's really important to consult with and partner with the cybersecurity professionals around you.
2025, really the march, and I don't think it was unrealistic march, that they wanted to start seeing return on investments from what the investments they're making into AI infrastructure, AI SaaS, and everything in between.
On an aggregate basis, our customers are saying that they're going to spend 3 times more around AI. So there's a lot of experimental things that we see here and there happen in the past few years. How to do that so that we can maximize the return on investment, right? So those are the feedback that we have got from our customer. And as a result, we announced together with NVIDIA a new framework, which is called the Lenovo AI Hybrid Advantage. It's a framework of solution with an aim to help our customer to land AI use cases fast, and with ease.
Like, I can be more efficient, I can get stuff done. There's things that used to take me hours or I couldn't even do at all that are very, very easy to get done. That actually helps companies retain 20 to 30% higher retention rates. That's money directly back into customers' hands.
Yeah, we came into Davos 2025, the World Economic Forum, really in a moment of change. It was really interesting because what I was wondering is, were people going to be sort of a little bit nervous and uncomfortable with what is to come, or are people going to be feeling super optimistic?
There is optimism right now in the industry, and especially about the U.S. economy. I think there's expectation, there's going to be growth. You know, the combination of availability of energy, deregulation, and technology innovation usually is a good combination.
I think we kind of hit a pain point at the right time on resiliency, which is every company is trying to say, how do I have an infrastructure that can stand the test of time, is not going to be exposed to threats. I think we hit something with Concert, so you'll see more on that in May.
Looking forward to a nice little tip there.
We made an announcement last week on a product called AI Defense that really helps take out the unpredictability from AI.
Christina, you've had a pretty big few months. First of all, you raised a little money.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, several hundred million at a
800 million.
I said several hundred.
Yeah,
that was effectively,
exactly.
but I didn't have it memorized.
I think the correct word is almost $1 billion.
Rumors are we may have taped out a 4-nanometer chip that may be coming soon. I'm not going to confirm or deny.
10, 20 customers, large CapEx deployments in the tens of billions of dollars. They soon will be consuming million GPUs. They already are in the tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands.
We came, we saw, we conquered. I mean, we had so many great conversations, many memories.
Right.
I'll leave you with this question. 12 months from now, will you be back here in Davos?
Yeah, I think my answer would be a conditional yes. Probably match it next year closer to the experience that I would like to have, and to be able to deliver better value to our audience and also our clients.
Well, I think that's a great way to wrap it up. I will plan to be back. We'll see what happens. The next year is going to be fast-paced and furious. And of course, you can keep up with most of what's going on. We only pick the good stuff to talk about here on the 6-5. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for coming to Davos with us. See you in 2025 on the next show.